So I just got back from the Mario Galaxy movie. I don't really know how to talk about it, so I wrote a song about it instead. This movie is stinky, it smells like a shoe. Junior is in it, and Rosalina too. Sort of pacing here is scary, and Fox is really hairy. I need a nap, see you soon. I'm gonna be going full spoiler mode on this one, so, you know, if you don't want any spoilers for this movie, then, well, now's the time to click off. Sorry about the visuals for this video. Universal is awful about showing footage. They will strike this video so fast. So in case it wasn't obvious, I don't really hold these movies in super high regard. I kind of really think they barely qualify as movies at all. So the Mario Galaxy movie, alright, so I can at least give it this. It makes the first movie look really good by comparison. Like, as a movie, I feel like it kind of just fundamentally fails at being a movie. There is no plot to speak of here. The plot is basically Rosalina has been captured. That's it. So yeah, as a movie, it's no bueno. As an amusement park ride for Nintendo fans to point and clap at references, well, it excels, okay? I'm not immune to the pointing and clapping, okay? You wanna know something? I think Star Fox was the best part of this movie. And he wasn't in it for that long, but like for the time that he was on screen, dude, I was eating it up. It's so funny too, because this was the quintessential, like, point and clap like a seal character on this, you know, in this whole movie. But I enjoyed it. He was fun. I thought he was characterized perfectly. He was like this perfect blend of like cocky and confident without coming across as like arrogant and annoying. Glenn Powell has like the perfect voice for him. I thought he sounded the part. Just, it was perfect. His whole introduction too, I just had a big dumb cheesy grin on my face. He just exposits his entire backstory and it's hilarious. I had to laugh afterward because Toad just tells you exactly how you're supposed to feel about what you just witnessed. He's all like, "Oh my god, this guy is the coolest guy I have ever seen in my entire life. Are you ready to go see the movie now? Buy your tickets on Fandango!" But the real funny part is that it worked on me. I'm sitting there like, When people describe these movies as like, just turn off your brain and let it wash over you, what they really mean is, it's not a very good movie. But if you like Nintendo, if you like Mario, you're gonna find things to enjoy about it. And I think that's perfectly fine, you know? I just wish the movies could be as good as the games that they're based off of. Like, I've seen every argument and defense ever on Twitter the last few days about these movies. And like, I get it, right? Like, the games don't really have any kind of super in-depth narratives or anything either. But that's the thing, like, games are a completely different medium from movies. You're supposed to tell stories in movies. The Galaxy movie is just a barrage of references and set pieces, and I'm not even joking. Like, that is pretty much exactly what you are getting out of this. I don't know how they actually managed to have, like, less of a plot to this one than the first one, but they pulled it off. They did that. At least in the first movie, you could argue that, like, Mario has, like, the bones of an arc, right? He's this little scrappy guy. He's trying to prove himself to his friends and family. And by the end of the movie, he's a big hero. And, you know, there you go. With this one, the closest thing that we have resembling, like, arcs for characters are with Peach and Bowser. But it's still pretty bare bones. Peach finds out that Rosalina is her sister. And that's about as deep as that goes. Bowser and Bowser Jr. have like the most endearing dynamic probably in the entire film. There's this really great character moment where Bowser Jr. is telling the story to Bowser of how he remembers the stories that Bowser used to tell to him when he was a baby, and Bowser's doing this little puppet show for Jr. and you can just see that like you can see that he loves his son. I don't know, man, that's like touching stuff, but it's very brief. And this is the kind of stuff that like I feel like, you know, there is a gold mine buried here somewhere. I wish they would allow character moments like this to really like take over the film but I feel like the pacing of these movies and like, I don't know, I am talking about the first movie and the second movie kind of interchangeably here because like I feel like a lot of the criticisms can just be applied to both. They're really just sort of shared between them. But yeah, the pacing, it just does not allow for character moments like this to breathe. The end of this movie really just fizzles out. It ends super abruptly. Peach saves Rosalina, they hug it out, and then that's kind of just it. That's like the end of the movie. They go back to the Mushroom Kingdom, and then that's it. We don't get to see like their rekindling explored. We don't really get to see anything more about like their history or nothing. It's just, there's nothing. So I know I just sat here and griped a whole bunch about the movie, but like, let me put some positive stuff into the mix here. The music is really good. The score is absolutely excellent. I feel like that was the one piece of criticism that they actually addressed from the first movie. It's that they let the score speak for itself. They really pulled back on the needle drops. I think there's like maybe one instance that I can think of off the top of my head where they did a little something. But other than that, it's Mario music, and I think that is excellent. That was needed. The animation, absolutely beautiful. I mean, these movies look absolutely gorgeous. Cannot deny that. The movie had some great action scenes. I really enjoyed getting to see Fox do his thing. Fox really was like the standout part of this movie for me. If I'm taking anything away from this movie, it's that Fox got some great screen time, and I'm hoping that the implication is that Star Fox is gonna be coming back in a big way for Nintendo. Like, look, this movie walked so Star Fox could run, okay? I'm down for some games, and like, honestly, the idea of a Star Fox movie after this kind of has me a little bit excited. I don't expect much from it, especially if it's coming from Illumination, but like, I'll still be there day one for it. Hearing the Star Fox music playing over Fox's little monologue when he's first introduced. Oh, I had the biggest, dumbest, cheesiest grin on my face. I was eating it up. Oh, hey, yeah, they didn't forget about Donkey Kong either. He at least gets some references, so there's that. Actually, before the movie even starts, it kicks off literally with a Donkey Kong reference. The minions are running around with the little hammer, and it's going There's a blink and you'll miss it moment with Donkey Kong too. He gets the briefest, just the slightest little cameo. And then Rosalina was like telling a story to the Lumas, and they just wanted it, the Lumas just wanted her to skip to the Donkey Kong part. I'm like, these Lumas are just a personification of me. Donkey Kong! Donkey Kong! Unfortunately, there's no Donkey Kong post-credits. That's what I was hoping for. I was not expecting them to start teasing a Star Fox movie before they start teasing the Donkey Kong movie, but, well, here we are. Yeah, the post-credits didn't really do much for me either. I mean, like, you know, a Star Fox movie, that sounds fun. You know, Daisy, I'm not, you know, it's like, whatever. I would have been more excited if they had shown Wario. Let's get Wario in here, baby! Danny DeVito! Danny DeVito Wario. That's what I want to see. The concept of pacing with these movies is just out the window with this second one. It's just things happening constantly. That's just what this movie is. Things happen. There's no good rhyme or reason for them. It's all about references and set pieces, and that's just kinda it. The way I've been describing it is it's like I ate a whole bunch of candy, and then I had a sugar rush, and after the movie, I felt like I needed a nap because I was crashing. Look, ultimately, if you're a Nintendo fan, if you're a Mario fan, I feel like you're gonna find things to enjoy about it. I know I did. I think kids will probably love it. It is just kind of a shame that these aren't really great movies, you know? Nintendo games are some of the most highly acclaimed games of all time, and it just kind of feels like these movies are here to push product, and I'm guessing this tactic probably works incredibly well for Nintendo. Push some movies out to general audiences, and, you know, it convinces them to go pick up a Switch 2 for their kids, make a quick billion at the box office, and it's on to the next thing. I feel like the comments are gonna be fun on this one, but like, I don't know, man, it's whatever. If you liked it or loved it, like, good for you, man. I'm happy for you. I know it sounds like I'm really ripping this one apart. I really don't care all that much about it. Like, it's just like, whatever. I wasn't sitting there pouting and fuming in my chair watching this movie like, oh, Nintendo! Oh, this movie is poopy! I went into it kind of knowing what I was gonna like about it and what I was gonna dislike about it. I figured I would have a lot of the same kind of critiques about it that I did about the first one, you know? It is what it is. So anyway, hey, did you see the Mario Galaxy movie? What'd you think about it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.